Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. I have good news and I have bad news. First, the bad news. I guess a year or so ago now, when Jim Steen died, and some of you are following him, what had happened was he had just put out a video, and I had commented on it, and Jim always responded, and he didn't. So I checked around a little bit, and I found out that he had died. Yeah, he was the exact same age as me. We had been corresponding back and forth even before we got the model shows, because he knew that I was into making clocks and he wanted some information about a particular clock he had. So we got, you might say, a little bit close cyberly years earlier. Anyway, yeah. Yesterday, there was a notification came through that Jeff Donahue had sent me a message, and I forgot about it. It's too bad. I could have let you know all this information in yesterday's episode. And Jeff said something to the effect of that our friend Peter from Scale Modeling has had a heart attack and died. Did I know anything about it? Well, I didn't. It was a shock. I would, as I responded back, I feel numb. Okay, so that's the bad news. Our friend Peter from Scale Modeling is gone. What terrible luck he had in the last week or so. First of all he had his bad scooter accident where he broke his collarbone and 6 ribs, and he did a bit of a live stream there, and I was watching him, and you could tell he was in a bit of pain. It hurt a bit when he would take a deep breath. Yeah, it was a sad situation. Then to find out he had a heart attack and died. What terrible luck. Yeah, a year ago when he was moving to Thailand and everything looked so bright. It just reaffirms what I have often said. Life is what happens to you while you're making other plans. Okay, enough about the bad news. What's going on here? Okay, good news. Yesterday in the Sunrise, one of the viewers noted and sent a comment, and thank you so much for that comment, because I wouldn't have noticed this. It looked like the walkers were walking again. Now, of course, they were zipping by at, 30 times faster speed or something. So I slowed it, I brought up the file again, and I looked at it, and I slowed it down to normal walking speed, and sure enough, it looks like Dawn and Bridget are walking again. So what I've done is, as you can see, I've repositioned the camera so it's zoomed right in, and we'll be able to tell. You know how everybody has a bit of a different walk. I walk different from Max, and definitely different from Missy. Okay, I remember there was a fellow that I worked with, and I didn't really like him, and I didn't like the way he walked. Now, isn't that funny? I didn't like the way he walked. He had sort of a funny walk. Well, brace yourself. Oh, I guess 10 years later down the road, after not liking this guy, I was walking down the street. This is back when I used to go for walks, and I walked past a big plate glass window, where if you look in, you can see yourself reflected, almost like you're looking in a mirror. And I looked at myself, and I thought, gee, I walk funny. And then I thought, I walk exactly like that guy whose walk I didn't like. Yeah, everybody has a different walk. So if Dawn and Bridget walk by there, I'll be able to tell if it's them because they had a, I think you call it a gate. Anyway, hopefully they're back. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? I thought they were gone. You remember it was about, oh, must be, it was right around when we went off of daylight savings time. And it looked like somebody had waved goodbye and then we never saw them again. Oh, maybe they went south for the winter. Don't blame them. I would have if I could have taken my model table with me. Okay, now about the model. What are we going to do here? I was thinking about it. I put all my decks away. I'm going to have to drag them back out now. And it's sort of like we're at the place of where am I going to drill the holes for the wiring? Because I definitely want to wire the hanger bays. And fortunately, with this number 30 wire that we've had sent to us, it requires an extremely small hole, except that in order to feed the wire in, if you fasten the deck down, to feed the wire in afterwards, you can't have a really small hole because you have to sort of get tweezers through and poke it, right. Okay, but bottom line is, I don't know where to drill the holes. Because on that deck, if you remember when I put it down, the outline of where the island was there, and maybe that would be a good place to come up. Got to keep an eye open here. Don and Bridget could walk by any time. I think yesterday it was 7:26 or something like that. The viewer told me the time to look, which made it really easy. Anyway. Okay, about our wiring here. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem, but even if I was to go ahead and glue the deck down, it wouldn't be a case of now we can't do the wiring. We can still come through from the side that's going to be away from us, or from the bottom, and then come up. I would prefer that if the model is going to be displayed, it'll either be on the where the Bismarck is on the top, or the second one down where the hood is. I want to have it so that when you're standing in front of the case, you can see into the hangar bays. But like the submarine, if you look at it too low and you're sort of looking up into it, it doesn't look as good as if you are sort of straight in or even slightly down, looking slightly down. So it could be that where the hood is, second one down, might be the best location. And then that one, nope, that's not Don and Bridget. Sure catches your eye though, doesn't it? That's why I will often say I saw in my monitor, and then somebody will think, well, what does he do there all day? Just sit there and watch his surveillance monitor? No, you will see movement in your peripheral vision. Even if I'm looking there at my bicycle helmet, which I did get out on the bike yesterday. Yes, yeah. That was a good feeling. Let me tell you, that was a really good feeling because I hadn't been out for about 4 months. In fact, what do we got here? Today is the 21st. It's the 21st of March, and my last bike ride was the 21st of November. So that's November, December, January, February, March. That was exactly 4 months ago. So I hadn't been out for 4 months. And I was thinking, what's my sense of balance going to be like? Am I going to be able to get on it? Am I more old and stiff and decrepit than I was, 4 months ago? But I got on my e-bike like I rode it the day before. So, yeah, that was a good feeling. Now, yeah, I can't stay on the subject, can I? So now, people will think what do I do? Sit and watch my monitor all day? No, I don't. What happens is in your peripheral vision, even if you're looking over there at the bike helmet, you see movement. You can't see what it is, you just see movement, and you look. Okay? So that's how it happens. Okay. Boy, wouldn't that be nice if they started walking again? Uh, no, about this. In other words, bottom line is, I think we're probably safe to glue our deck down, but not until after I get the gunnels painted. Mark from Aussie Frenchman was suggesting do not paint down the inside. But that's going to, Mark, that's going to be pretty hard to be painting the top here with the number 82, which is the same as the sides are right now, and not get it down on the inside. I think that even if I did get paint down on the inside, the extra thin or whatever I choose to use, probably be extra thin, will dissolve both paint and plastic enough to secure the deck in place. It should work. Yeah. So I think I said yesterday I got to paint the gunnel before I can do anything else, and I got my brush and I got my 82 over here, and I'm ready to go. I think I just better get at it and get at it. There we go. We're ready for you know who. Yeah, I don't have any other big news. I guess the big news is that our friend Peter from Autoscale Modeling has passed away. That's I'm still when I think about it, I feel empty. I just want to sit and stare. You just sort of have this. Yeah, I've been following him for ever since he sort of got started. I guess about 4 years ago, and so we had a lot of other people. So, yeah, he was very active in the cyber modeling. Like I know I put out a video every day. One thing that was really unique, you might say, about Peter. He first got going when he was. When the COVID thing was starting, and he had a lot of time on his hands, and he was turning out models unbelievably fast. I was thinking he must have help, but he didn't. He just was very, very fast. In fact, one time he said that the reason that he doesn't set up the camera and do a lot of shooting from different angles and stuff like that is because he doesn't want to take the time. He wants to model. He doesn't want to do the photography part of it. Probably some of you might have heard him say that. Okay, let's think happy thoughts here if we can, and I guess do a little bit of painting. It's got to be done. Okay, I have stirred this probably a few minutes ago, and I did not thin it. It's just the way it came out of it's coming out of the jar. See how this goes here. I'm going to try not to go too far down the side because brushing and spraying usually doesn't come out the same way. Now these little pieces that we glued in here, they're not they're the same color, so it doesn't matter if I get paint on them, because they already were, if you remember, painted from the other side. So. Now this is where one of those fair leads or whatever it's called, I should know because I did watch that video. Don't want to put it on too thick. Now the deck does sit a certain amount down. It's not completely flush, I don't believe, with the top of the gunnel there. So yeah, I think I'm best off not trying to go like this. I think I'm just probably best just to go carefully all the way along. Maybe a thinner brush might have been better. I think this is going to be okay. I don't think I'm going to need to do 2 coats. Anyway, that's you get the idea.
Hi, Ron.
Good morning. So you're going to have to tell us all about your dancing.
Oh, I danced every dance, 2.5 hours. And all of this stuff I was going to do this morning, I got from the bed to the coffee pot and from the coffee pot to the easy chair. And that's as far as I got. If it wasn't for Who's It's here, I wouldn't be going down the street. This is a nice, dry, sunny day for bicycling. Oh, but it's cold. Oh, the wind chill's -25. That's like -20 Fahrenheit.
I think it's around -10 point something right now. I just looked at the thermometer as I came over to open the door.
Yeah, well, I just think about wind chill because it's how it feels against my skin.
Right. Yeah, and that's the way it'll feel against mine if I go out on the e-bike.
Maybe this is the last cold snap.
Well, I hope so. I really hope so.
I watched the video. You had a nice ride on the e-bike yesterday, eh?
You saw that? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for watching.
Yeah. Missy sat beside me and growled throughout.
Did she really?
Well, she could hear your voice, you see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And she thinks you're on the other side of the window. But most of your picture is the locale and not on yourself, of course.
Yeah.
But she heard the music. As soon you get half a bar in, and she's right there beside me.
Oh, time for a little scratch.
I left the movie Benji on for her to watch. He is a pit bull and they're not legal in Winnipeg.
Well, thank you for coming, Missy.
Bye, Uncle Ron.
One more little pat. All right. So we'll see you at 3:30?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, Ron.
You betcha. Bye, Missy.
Thanks, Uncle Ron. Nice and sunny anyway.
It sure is. Oh boy, we're back to the cold again. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Now, This has been painted about an hour ago, I guess. And I don't think it's quite ready yet to drop the deck in. Yeah, I didn't mention it earlier this morning, but I've got a doctor's appointment around noon today, just a little after lunchtime. So I don't know if I want to keep this going and see if I can end it after I get back, or maybe, yeah. Well, let's go do some editing here, and I'll think about it, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. Sort of a funny day here. Really funny day. Okay, I'm back from the doctor's. Things took a lot longer than I thought. The doctor was behind and I had to wait in the waiting room for quite a while, probably over an hour. But hey, that's alright. Some countries it's a lot worse. Some people have to stand in line all day and then be told, come back tomorrow. Yeah, I think at the end of the last scene I said it's been a funny day, and it really has. I've been feeling kind of strange today. Maybe it's because we lost our friend Peter, I don't know. Anyway, I didn't have a chance to check for the walkers, just no time. If I happen to come across them, I'll stick it in tomorrow morning, and that'll be our rollback. But I gotta call her quits here. Coffee visitors coming at 3:30. I might have to phone him up and say, hey, can you make it a little later? Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.